Mel, good to see you. Last game seemed like ages ago. What a thriller. I don't know if you threw the rule book out the window and just said, go for it.
Yeah, it was. I think it does seem quite a long time ago, but yeah, well, what an unbelievable game to be part of. A vitally huge 3 points in the end. We came so close to coming away with nothing. So obviously delighted that we had moments of pure quality to win the game, but overall we were slightly disappointed with the goals that we'd conceded. Obviously the first goal was an own goal, which we know we need to defend better, and then the penalty, and they didn't cause any problems at all in the first half, but we found ourselves going in 2-2 at half time, and the response to respond was really good, to get ourselves back in the game, and then going 3-2 down and thinking, oh my God, like we're on the cusp of coming away with nothing, disaster. And then the game changers come on. The contribution from Liz, Katie and Libby was huge for us, and the pure quality of Jenna's strikes got over the line, so it was a big squad performance.
We've spoken before. I remember talking pre-season about what a good team spirit you've engendered here. I suppose above all else, that's just shown in a game like that. The mentality you've got in the team now is second to none. Yeah,
they don't give up, and they are in it together. We've got a big goal that we want to achieve, and some of them came off the pitch really, really disappointed because they knew they were so close to coming away with nothing, which I think for me going into the next 6 games is a huge learning curve for them, because they know that they've got to be on it to get things over the line. So we were obviously just on reflection just happy to get the 3 points.
It must be quite interesting, the 2 dressing rooms afterwards. Lewis thinking, what do we have to do to get anything in this league?
Yeah, I think over the last couple of games as well, they have conceded really late on in games, and I just think the energy that the substitutes give with ultimately shows that it's a squad effort, and it's not just about the 11 that start the game, it's about the players who come off the bench as well.
And now it's your old friend Southampton. It seems like you play them every week, but at least they're here. You'll not have to travel again.
Yeah, I think that's big for us. It's although you can get some benefit out of travelling together. Everyone likes to play at home, and like you say, we've played them twice before, won one, lost one, and we know what they're about, and we're fully focused to make sure that we can add more points to the tally.
Is there a sense of unfinished business because of the cup?
I think so. We've watched that back again this week, and the chances that we created first half, we definitely should be going in winning at half time, and we know we have to be ruthless in front of goal, because in these games, no matter who you're playing, you've got to take your chances when you get given them, or ultimately you could kind of bite you on the backside.
It's 6 games I think left now. Does it feel like this is sort of a cup run now? You've got to go into every game and treat it almost like a cup tie?
I think we're really focused on not changing our processes, and they've got to where we are now, and I'm very kind of clear on kind of the vocabulary that we're using around the squad, and that doesn't change. We're very much sticking to our principles of play, and not all of a sudden bigging up a game where we wouldn't normally. So remaining calm and remaining focused and sticking to processes is important.
It's momentum as well. We use that word, talk about that word a lot, but now with all the stop-start that you've had over the last couple of months, you just want to get a run of games where you can just be playing week in, week out.
Yeah, in an ideal world you'd just play the 6 games in a 6-week period and it would be done, but it's the same for everyone. It's learning how to overcome them little stop gaps. We had an in-house friendly at the weekend and played a good 90 minutes and got some good physical outputs from it, and that's the ways we've got to keep the team ticking over.
Katie, back from international duty, how are you looking broadly? I mean, you kind of alluded to it there, the fact that you were able to deliver that kind of performance without someone who's been so important this season must be really pleasing for you.
Yeah, I was delighted, and to be fair, going into the game we had some real illness through the squad. We had probably half the squad had a viral infection, including me, so to kind of get over the line with players who were on that pitch who weren't 100% as well was really important. But all the players are now back from international duty. They're in today. We've got a full bill of health going into Sunday.
You mentioned sort of ironically it was 2-2 at half time that first half. The pressing and also the football was probably as well as you've played for a long time. taking out the title race and all that stuff, you must be really pleased with how the team's development in terms of its identity and its style as well. It's come a long way, isn't it, in quite a short period of time?
Yeah, definitely. I think the team's evolving and it's growing, and you know, how we probably played and set up against Southampton St Mary's is very different to kind of how we set up and play now, just because of maybe, you know, the extra tools we've now got in our toolkit to kind of attack players, and you know, the team's learning more, they're connecting more, they're building better relationships. We're giving them a little bit more information to try and be a little bit more fluid in our attack, and really happy with kind of the chances that we're creating. We just now got to be absolutely ruthless and put games to bed really early.
And another goal for Emily Scout. It feels like it's one of the stories of the season, really. She was doing the job for you up front for a long time.
Yeah.
She's probably not in the team a great deal of start, so she can come back in that role and prolific. You must be absolutely thrilled.
Yeah, I'm really pleased for her. I think you get what you deserve, and you know, she's grafted really hard when she wasn't in, and did all the right things that I've asked her to do, and she's come in and had real impact, and we've had a good conversation with her this week about what we want to see over the next 6 games, and she's really focused and hungry to keep putting the ball in the back of the net for her. But yeah, she's been pivotal to where we are now.
Just last year, Kate Watson has been named North East Young Player of the Year on Sunday. So that Lewes game kind of sums up, she comes off massive role in both of the goals, and you know, it kind of sums up the trajectory of the club, really, isn't it? A young player who's sort of growing every week, you can see.
Yeah, you know, and sometimes when you make a substitution, you're not really sure what you're going to get. You know, it's hard sometimes to go on and have real impact if people can't find you on the ball. But you know, the calmness and intelligence of getting a head up and not rushing the cross to find Jennifer for the winner was, you know, I think it kind of showed us her levels of maturity now in her game, and again, a young player who's won an award, and rightly so, and you know, there's a lot more to come from her when she kind of gets in with properly full time next year as well.
Mel, I suppose with the top 5 only being separated by 5 points, it couldn't really be much closer. I think 2 or 3 teams have got a game in hand on you, so you say be ruthless, but also there's no room for error, isn't there?
No, there's not, and I think there'll be loads of twists and turns between now and the end of the season, because them 5 teams are playing each other at some point as well. So we just got to kind of focus on ourselves and make sure we're doing all the right things to keep in contention.
And you've hinted at it already. You can sometimes learn an awful lot from defeats, and as you said to Nick about the cup game, you presumably learnt a lot from that you can put into the league game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they're a very good team. We've got some really good individual players, and you know, we've got to be on our game in order to get something from it. But you know, the team they don't need any added motivation from me. They know exactly what they want, and you know, hopefully they're going to go and get it.
And viral infections apart, I mean, are you sensing a real buzz on the training ground when everybody is, you know, fit and ready to train? Because we are getting to a very interesting time of the season.
Yeah, it's competitive. You know, like I say, we got a full bill of health, and you know, players want to play, and training's always competitive. So no coughing there, but yeah, we're just looking forward to getting back on the pitch, and you know, after our little break at the weekend and international players coming back, you know, we're just excited to see what we can do.